Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Dragster TV here, back at it again. And today, guys, we're back here on SnowRunner. Now, for today's SnowRunner video, guys, essentially what we're going to be going ahead and doing today, guys, is simply taking a quick little look at this brand new mod. Now, what this brand new mod is, guys, now, for those who've just gone ahead and taken a quick little look at the truck here in front of us, and also the name right up above it, this truck is called the BB Customs Mega Mud Truck. Alrighty, guys, no specific name in particular, just straight up BB Customs Mega Mud Truck. Now, we've seen multiple of BB Customs mud trucks and mega trucks, and also a few of his mega mud trucks. Now, those trucks in particular, do have their own specific names. However, this one is a bit unique with, I don't know if this is the last of his Mega Mud Truck series. I'd hope not, but it's kind of looking that way because he's been cranking them out, right? And love to see it, since especially all of them are console friendly, including this one. For those that have just gone ahead and observed the truck a little bit, guys may have just noticed that, you know, it's completely unbadged and unbranded for console use, and I'll get more into that here in just a moment because there is one specific question a lot of guys have been asking since I have been making a lot more videos lately. Content's been slow recently. BB Customs has been cranking out these mods and just filling my mod browser up with content and videos to be made. So I'm just cranking them out for you guys and letting you guys know especially you console players, get you guys something to look forward to. Alrighty, guys, since these are some pretty cool trucks and it's really cool to think that these trucks will be on the mod browser on consoles here soon enough in the near future. But anyways, guys, as I was going on about, I'm not too sure why there's no specific name for this, but I could so easily see sometime in the near future, at some point, there being more of these trucks. I don't see why he'd end it here. He has made a variety of these different trucks, but I don't see why he'd end it here. Anyways, guys, this truck, as I did mention, is a console-friendly truck. And another thing with this truck, guys, is that it is completely created, designed, and uploaded all by BB Customs. And now, moving on to the answer to the question almost all of you guys are wondering. So, with the more of these videos I've been putting out, and I do make sure to mention console-friendly in the title. As soon as you guys click on the video, I get these comments. When is it coming to console? When will it be on my mod browser, on my PS4, or my Xbox One? And just stuff like that. So the answer to that is, I don't know. Alrighty, guys, I'm just as curious as you guys are. So, as of right now, there's zero information on when we might be seeing this thing on our mod browsers on console. Alrighty, guys, all the information I currently know right now and that I can provide you guys with is that, the truck in front of us here today, just by taking a quick look at it, it is completely unbadged and unbranded for console use. By looking at the description of the vehicle in the mod browser, you guys will find that it does contain console packs, and he has also mentioned that it has been submitted for review. So, the only thing we can currently do right now is wait, and only time will tell. Alrighty, guys, as I did mention, I'm just as curious as you guys are. And I am checking my console mod browser as much as I can because it's free content for me, and for those of you that are waiting for it, it's just something that I can share with you guys. So let's just say you're waiting for this truck. Let's just say it appears on the mod browser one day. Well, I'll try to be the first because I'm keeping up with it. I'm trying to be the first to get that video out there. So really what you guys can do is just simply subscribe and hit that little notification bell. And let's just say I make that video, and you guys will be notified right away. And then, really just by looking at the notification, you guys will not have to click on the video or anything. You guys can just go straight to your consoles and get to playing. So that's the cool thing about this, and it's fun for me too as well, since I'm a PC and a console player. I'm currently on my PC right now. If you guys cannot already tell, see, here's the controls down here, and then switching to my Xbox One controller. But anyways, guys, I've been rambling on for a while. This truck here in front of us today, we are going to go ahead and run through the full customization, and then we're going to run through the tests. Alrighty, guys, we're going to find out what performance are we going to get out of this bad boy. Alrighty, guys, seems like a pretty cool truck, seems like a pretty worthy truck, seems like it can complete a lot of the challenges and tasks we are going to throw at it here today with all of our tests, but only time will tell, and we're just going to go ahead and have to find out. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and start out our journey of just checking out this whole vehicle, everything about it, in the truck store. Let's find out how much this vehicle costs. Alrighty, guys, so here it is as soon as you open the truck store. First mod on the list, pretty convenient. And you can pick up this bad boy for a whopping $99,800. So, short of 100 grand and not half bad. So now we're going to hop straight into the customization next, and then move on to the performance and rate it out of 10 at the end. And then let's just see how good it is for the price. Pretty decently cheap. Alrighty guys, for those of you that are planning on using this in one of your main saves or campaign saves. But without further ado, let's go and hop straight into the customization. So I'm just going to say this right off the bat, guys. Do not expect too much for this vehicle. Alrighty guys, for those that are new to BB Custom stuff, this will be new information to you guys. About down to here is where you're not going to have much customization options. So we're going to blow through the engine, the gearbox, the suspension, the tires, the winch, frame add-ons, and all that good stuff. And also with all his vehicles, I almost said almost all his vehicles, no, all his vehicles, you're going to have no paint options. Alrighty guys, so the paint job you get is what you get. Anyways guys, starting off here first in the engine, we're going to start off with just a big block blower motor, and that's going to be our only option, as I did mention, so not new news to you guys. Moving down next into the gearbox, we're going to have a drop case with off-road transmission. For suspension, okay, so we're going to get some customization, some options with this truck. I'd love to see it. The last two we reviewed, we didn't have any. Oh wait, I do believe the B350, the console-friendly jacked up F350 mega mud truck that was console friendly, if I did not mention that, it did have a couple of suspension options, and it was not these. So okay, that's cool. The S10 we did review yesterday, however, only just stuck with the 4-link coilover suspension, this one right here. However, with this truck we are going to have two other options with that. We are going to have the 4-link coilover suspension setup, but the lifted setup, and then we are also going to have the option to have the lowered setup with that as well. So here it is stock currently. Moving on down one, here's our lifted. So we're going to add a couple of inches to that, about 3 inches, maybe just a leveling puck, who knows? Yeah, somewhere around that. That's our lifted. That's what you're going to get. Pretty tall. So I'm a bit curious now. Now the truck's customizations got me engaged. So now I want to check out the tires and see what we can fit. Why are they offering us this big lift kit? I mean, this is tall already, but if you're wanting more, you're going to get more. But it must be for a reason. Are we going to have just these giant tires we're going to throw on it, and it can only fit with the suspension? Let's find out. And then here's our lowered. So here's stock, and here's lowered. So I'm guessing we can put on some stock tires along with that or something, but we're going to have to find out. So here we go. Move on down to tires next. Let's go ahead and select lifted here first. Let's just go ahead and buy lifted. Just check it out. Let's just keep it purchased, but let's go ahead and install our 4-link coilover suspension set that comes with the vehicle stock just to see. Now we went down to tires here. Okay, so wow, something with this truck. So it's a bit unique compared to the other trucks. Alrighty guys. Now for those that are new to his truck style, alrighty guys, and his trucks, they normally come with about 2 to 3 tire options. So really to see all these tire options here in front of us today in our customization is actually just a bit surprising to me, but I will thank him for that. It's pretty awesome. So here we go. As I did mention, I've not checked this out yet. I'm just assuming since normally all his trucks do come with some sort of stock tire, and then maybe like the tires we have right here, and then a little bit bigger tires. That's normally what you'd get. But here today we're going to start off first in all terrains. We're going to have 31-inch stock tires, we have 52-inch pay tires, 52-inch generic mud tires, 52-inch cut mud tires, 52-inch checkmark mud tires, 66-inch monster tires, and the 55-inch wide mud tires, 55-inch wide cut mud tires, and then the 45-inch bogger mud tires, and the 45-inch cut bogger mud tires. So I'm just going to go ahead and check something out here since I feel like this would look really cool. So we're going to go and throw on the 45, the cut bogger mud tires, and we're going to throw on the lowered. There we go. That looks pretty mean in itself. So you can run actually quite a good selection of looks here. So you're going to have quite a good selection of different styles and looks you can throw on this truck, and it all comes down to tires is where it's going to start. So let's go and throw these bad boys on, and it still does fit with the lowered suspension, the stock suspension, and then lifted. That looks insane. That is our monster truck complete. What are we going to run for our test today? Since we got to run the 66-inch mud tires, it's going to just make us float over the rocks in our, I almost called it a mud test, no, in our rock crawling test, almost like it's nothing. And then it'll also just make us glide over, I'm hoping, our mudding situation, or mud test. 1, 2, 3 mud pits. So I think we're going to run these, but let's just see here. This look is actually a personal favorite of mine on this truck. Just gotta mention that. But let's go ahead and get this thing all ready for our tests. Here we go. Lifted suspension as tall as it goes with a 66-inch monster tires, not mud tires. For our winch, moving on down one more. We're just gotta finish up this build real quick so we can get to our test. We're wasting time. So here we go. We're gonna just have one option, that is the tow strap winch. All his trucks have that one winch, and personally, it does work just fine, so I have no problem with that. Oh, okay, so here we go. So there's a lot of unique things about this truck in itself. You know, for those of you that are new to BB Customs trucks, this will be new information to you guys, but for those of you that are familiar with BB Customs style of trucks, you guys would know almost all trucks have no frame add-on options, you know, but with this truck, we're gonna have a few, alright? So that's kind of cool. So, really, moving on down to frame add-ons, the only thing we're going to start with first is the front bumper. Moving on down, we can have that same front bumper, but with the plastic underbrush. We can put some fuel cans in the back, I'm guessing. Oh, wait, what? Okay, yeah, so I believe... Okay, yes, so we can have fuel cans in the back. However, it will remove... Oh, never mind. Silly me. You'd have to install it to keep it, obviously, because going on down the line is obviously going to remove it. We might as well keep it on there. Gonna throw some fuel cans in the back, cab racer back, I guess. We love those roof lights. We can put a roof visor on and a toolbox in the back, so we can run everything. Let's go and check that out here. Oh, yep, and it all fits perfectly, just like that. The toolbox, the fuel cans, and pretty much everything. That is our built monster truck, man. Is this thing awesome? Really, overall, coming together better than I thought. So now moving on into visuals, we're gonna have just one rim option, which is the bead locked rim. But overall, this truck is just an incredible build, might I say. Alright, I'm hoping it'll just completely destroy all our tests, but we gotta find out. So the build, the customization, 10 out of 10 so far for the truck. We gotta test out the performance, which is what you want to get out of this thing. But the looks, the customization, so far everything is just coming together great. And there's multiple different variants of your style of truck. What you want to build this thing to be like, and then maybe change it to something else. You can do. You're going to have those options. So that's just really cool. But moving on out of the garage here, let's go ahead and hop straight into a quick little look over / review of the truck here. First things first, gotta say, whole style and build of the 4-link coilover suspension setup, the engine with the dump pipe headers coming right below the fenders, you know, how everything fits in the back, just snug like a glove. You're going to have that roof visor option. You can put your lights on top, just everything, which is that I did mention how cool the customization options were, and that's just a part of it. But still, it just all comes together and looks great. But anyways, guys, moving on into a quick little review / look over of the truck we do have in front of us here today, the Mega Mud Truck created by BB Customs. If you're going to go ahead and direct your attention down to the bottom left corner of the screen, you guys notice that this truck is only going to come with a 16-gallon tank, as all his other trucks do too as well. So pretty much he throws in the same game files to a certain point. Alrighty, guys, obviously customization is going to be different on this truck in particular, and possibly a few others. I can't remember the customization of the Tahoe. I do believe it was just a little bit different, but who really knows. Anyways, 16-gallon tank is what this is going to come with. For our gearbox here today, a little bit of a different little change. Alrighty, guys. So the gearbox that this thing is going to come with, it's the same name in the customization as all his other trucks as well. However, all those trucks would come with a 3-gear gearbox, and the gearbox we are given here today is going to be a 4-gear gearbox. So it's just something extra and pretty cool. Are we going to get a little bit extra speed out of that? Sure, I'm hoping, because man, those for a 3-gear gearbox, they sure do fly, and they do give you everything. And with this gearbox, with our 4-gear gearbox, we are going to have the exception of high gear, low plus, and low minus. The truck itself is going to be all-time all-wheel drive and all-time diff lock. And on down here into functions, are we going to have any suspension options? And no, we are not. Alrighty, guys, so no suspension options at that. So now that we've gone over a little review of the truck, let's check out the interior. Here we go. Am I expecting something cool? A little bit. Okay, so there's actually some detail with this interior. I'm actually mildly impressed. It's actually pretty cool and pretty spot on. I've driven in one of these OBS, also known as old body style Chevy pickups, and yeah, the interior is pretty spot on. They do look like this. So all in all, that is pretty cool. But let's go ahead and move on into the sound of this truck. So far, almost all his trucks have had their own unique sound in some way. So let's go and start it up and see if it does have its own unique sound. Since the other sounds, and I could tell if it's a new sound to me because all the other sounds, I could tell if it sounds familiar since I've been through all of BB Custom's other trucks. Big fan of his builds, to be honest. And so I should be able to tell the difference. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so let's hear that. Okay, yeah, I'm not revving it up, by the way, guys. It's just the engine idling. I have heard this same engine sound in particular. Might I say, I did just hear it yesterday in his S10 build. Now, really, I'm completely fine with that. It's a great engine sound. I don't care that it was on, so far, what I remember is that it was just on the S10 most recently is what I heard from yesterday. And I'm not sure if it's on the Tahoe or anything else. Cannot confirm that. Anyways, I mean, with what he's provided with us from this truck, everything so far today, it's just an absolute beast of a truck, and it's a pretty cool truck. So the engine sound still sounds good, and it has been used on other trucks, but that's just fine. So let's go ahead and drive it. It's got a little bit of a boost. Let's go ahead and spam clutch here. A little bit squirrely at 4 out of 4 gears. Are we gonna flip? No, we're not. Oh, but we can pull a stoppie and flip over front ways. All right. So that's something. That's a new thing. That's a new thing to look out for. Personally, I've not seen that yet, but you know, something new every day is see something new every day. Let's just go ahead and start off what we've been waiting for first. How is this monster truck gonna hold up to the mud? Alrighty, guys. Just a little bit curious. So we're going to go ahead and run through all our normal tests here. Starting off first with our mud pit test. And on next, we're going to go down the drag strip, get some speed test out of this thing. Then we'll throw on some smaller tires with a lower suspension, then get a speed run as well, since I do believe this might be just a little bit squirrely. Well, only time will tell, and we have to find out. And then we're going to finish it all off with the rock crawling test and going on over some logs. And overall, it should be pretty fun. So let's go and hop straight into it in 3, 2, 1, and we're off. Here we go, just bouncing on through the first mud pit like it's nothing. Here we go. Made it out of there in 5 seconds. It's pretty nice. That's just out of the first mud pit. We may have to use low gear or low plus, that is, up through here, making it through the third mud pit. We are just exiting out of there at 17 seconds. Now, might I say it did not take us 17 seconds to get through the second mud pit. Altogether, I'm just talking going through the first and the second. We exit out there at a whopping 17 seconds, and we are going to make it under a minute. We are going to exit on out of all 3 mud pits here at a solid 35 seconds. Alrighty, guys, so that's all it took us, and let's just go ahead and see this here. Does it have quick shift? So we're going to go ahead and throw it into reverse here, and then can we pop a wheelie? No, we cannot. So let's just see here. We can pull a stoppie fairly easily. Hold on, maybe with this truck, I have a feeling if the high gear, okay, the high gear is pretty fast, quite a difference, might I say. So maybe if we switch it from, I don't know, I've gotten trucks to wheelie before from their automatic to high gear, so we can try that out. But solid 35 seconds out of all 3 mud pits, that's pretty impressive. So far, this thing is looking to be possibly a 12 out of 10. I mean, this thing so far really impressed me, especially going off of all his other builds, right? This thing just seems like the beast overall, like the best one. Now that's just in my opinion, and I know I'll have a lot of you guys in the comments down below agreeing with me. I mean, overall this thing is quite the beast. Let's see if it has speed. We're in that beautiful 35-second run down all 3 mud pits. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and we're off. Gonna spam clutch here and see how squirrely we're gonna get. Trying to keep it pretty straight. We're gonna be at 4 out of 4 gears right here, and that's where it's gonna hit. All right, we are gonna flip. We are gonna go off road just a little bit, then flip, and then fly. We're just gonna keep it going here to see if okay, that's not gonna work. I thought we might be able to, you know, drive around the tree. It's possible, and we're still going at 25 seconds. So we're gonna go and reset. So we're gonna go and reset that and get possibly a straighter run. If we cannot achieve a straight run, we're just gonna have to try it from the halfway mark and then times that number by 2. So here we go, guys, in 3, 2, 1, and we're off. Gonna spam clutch here. Are we gonna get a little bit squirrely? We obviously are gonna get a little bit squirrely. Can we try to prevent it? Yes, we can. All right, are we gonna just hit that little point where we are going to flip? No, we're not. All right, That is completely fine, and that is going to be a solid 15-second run down the drag strip. Honestly, quite impressed. Alright, and it's just going to just go through like, oh wait, there was a mud under us? Oh, I couldn't even tell. So that's kind of the style of this truck. Let's go ahead and throw in high gear. Man, is that quick? Pretty speedy. Pretty speedy for this truck, might I say. And are we going to flip back over? Yes, we are. Let's go and throw it into automatic, and that's it for the truck. Solid 15 seconds down the drag strip. Solid 35 through the mud pits. Let's go ahead and take her through some rocks and then logs. See how she'll hold up. I'm a bit curious how many times you're going to flip, right? And I'm also a bit curious, by switching it to smaller tires and that lowered suspension, if we're going to be just as squirrely or not. So it's about time to find out. Here we go. Just be about right here. Let's just start like from right here. Nah, we gotta back up. We gotta keep it traditional. So about right here. Roll right into that pit. There we go. And we're gonna go and race our beautiful 15-second run down the drag strip. You know, it's average. It's okay, but we did try to keep the thing straight the whole time. Probably could have shaved off a few seconds if we were not completely sideways the whole time. But anyways, guys, here we go in 3, 2, 1, and we're off. Alright, so far, some damage taken. We're gonna go ahead and pull stoppy and flip over front ways. Can we try our toe strap, which is gonna work just fine, and it will prevail, flipping us back over. Here we go. Just keep her going. I don't really care at this point to really go back. It ought to be fine. Alrighty, guys. Really, the rock crawling suspension is alright, and it's kind of to be expected to flip, but I was not expecting it to flip that much. To flip as much as it has so far, and gotten a lot of close calls over front ways. So that's a new one. Alrighty, guys, and it does pull stoppies like none other. And let's just try it over this mud over here, since that we just exited. Well, we didn't exit, but we did stop. Oh wow, okay, that's kind of impressive. So we're going over the deep, the hard mud. Alrighty, guys, like it's nothing over here. It's honestly quite impressive. Let's throw her in high gear over here. And we're going to exit, not with all that time. But we got to the last log at around 48 seconds. So pretty much going off of what's in my head from yesterday, pretty much the same time as the S10. Alrighty, guys. But we did go ahead and play around in the mud just a little bit. Oh, wow, okay. And are we going to roll back over? Yes, we are. Like it's nothing. Alright, all in all, that is it for the BB Customs Mega Mud Truck. The OBS Chevy pickup. Alrighty, guys, the monster truck version of that. Oh, we forgot to test something else. But that's right, today's video is getting a little bit too long. So overall, I'd rate this truck a solid 10 out of 10. And if I could, a 12 out of 10. Alrighty, guys, just really that good. Now, there is only one place I could think of where improvements could be made, and that is you're flipping over front ways a bit too much. Pretty often. You're getting a lot of close calls, and then actually to where you're going to flip all the way over. Now, what can help you with that? Your amazing toe strap winch. But all in all, I mean, it's just something, that's the only thing I could think of. Normally I do just say a little something at the end, but man, yeah, that's the only thing that was noticeable. Probably one of his best trucks and best builds and best performers overall, especially when it comes down to customization and then the actual performance of the truck. I think we need to put this thing up against his B350. Not too sure where his actual normal PC original F350. It was not console friendly, unbadged and unbranded and all that stuff. Not too sure where that went, but this is console friendly, so I guess we can put it up against the console friendly B350. That's the last Ford versus Chevy battle. We can start that back up since I did get 3 series out of that for the finale. Ford won, so then Ford won that series of Ford versus Chevy, but we can start back up again with more mods coming in quick, especially with BB Customs on his grind. We can do another series or season of Ford versus Chevy. That got a decent amount of views. I'm going to download in the comments what you guys do think of that. But anyways, guys, that is pretty much it for this video, guys. That's it for the truck and everything. It's a great build. All in all, 10 out of 10. Make sure you let BB Customs know that from me. Really would love to congratulate him on his work. It's great stuff. I like his mods. But anyways, guys, as I was going on about, pretty much it for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you have an amazing rest, guys, day or night. Leave a like if you guys did enjoy. And with that, guys, I'll catch you guys very, very soon in the next one.